I woke up at 5 a.m. for a week and then a month. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Sana. How are you guys? Today I'm going to be talking about how waking up for 5 a.m. changed my life. I did this challenge for like a week and then trust me, I was hooked. So I decided to do it for another week and then eventually an entire month. Before I tried this challenge, I was actually a morning person, but then eventually I lost the habit and I used to wake up late. So after I did the challenge, everything just went back to how it was, just me waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to be sharing all the benefits, my personal tips and struggles as well. So keep watching to know more of everything. Alright, so I'm going to be starting with all the personal info. First reason was the morning quietness and the blue glow. Because when you wake up early, most probably the sun is not even out yet, so it's literally just the silent, soft light that gives you a healing experience. Honestly, it's the best feeling ever because it's just so quiet and you get more time to be productive and you can just quietly focus on your task during the morning when everybody is almost asleep. As Muslims, most people usually do wake up at 5 a.m. or earlier because they have to pray their Fajr prayer, so that's a plus for us Muslims. So the second reason is to have more time in the day to do more productive things. Like if I'm able to wake up early, I have some quiet time to focus on my productive habits, things that I need to especially focus on to be able to do them according to the duration that I would need to complete the task. I will be able to complete it properly because of the silence and the calmness of the morning. This gives the benefit of getting all the main tasks of the day already done in the morning itself. The main tasks are already done in the morning, which actually eases your tension and you can definitely have an enjoyable evening. My third personal reason is the afternoon/evening naps. That hits so good because like imagine waking up, doing all the things you need to do, like grinding hard, completing all your tasks, and then you're able to take a short nap, which is the best feeling ever because everything just feels amazing and you just feel successful already for the day. So yeah, honestly these are my personal reasons, so everything just feels so much better because you just woke up early. Think about it. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about my struggles as waking up for 5 a.m. or trying to wake up at 5 a.m. The first 2 weeks were slightly harder to wake up on because I usually used to sleep super late, because of which waking up early wouldn't make sense because I was already tired. But some days I would allow myself to sleep in if I felt really tired and sluggish. I will allow myself to sleep much more, and then the thing is I just do wake up early the next day. This is to keep the streaks going on instead of just wasting my day. I'm allowing myself a break, but I'm also pushing myself to wake up at 5 a.m. which is amazing. My second personal struggle is the sleepiness. Since I've been sleeping super late, it will be really hard for me to wake up early, and then if I wake up early, the thing is I will still feel sleepy and grumpy, which will not allow me to complete all the tasks that I wanted to complete in the morning, basically wasting my mornings. So what I do is I allow myself naps during the days. Eventually I get used to not taking naps or just taking a half an hour nap or an hour nap depending on my workload and all that. That's how it helped me stay refreshed during the day while also trying to wake up early. The third personal struggle was the physical activity. I felt sleepy, so naturally to be awake in the morning you need to do some sort of physical activity so that your brain actually starts working and feel active instead of just sleepy in the morning. When I did this challenge during that time, super hard to go outside, so what I did was I would just randomly start doing all the things that I enjoy. I would do chores in the house, I would clean up my place and like organize things, or maybe dance, maybe like play with a ball because you can play volleyball, you can play football inside the house, or you can like just do a workout in the morning. That is really good because it's just going to keep you awake and actually make you active to the point that your brain starts functioning to like start your day. The fourth struggle is laziness. Now I didn't personally suffer from laziness because just always like distract myself from various tasks, so I just don't get lazy. But personally I know that some people have literally gotten super lazy because of just waking up early. They feel like now they have so much time and they eventually end up wasting, which makes no sense because you woke up early to do all the things on time. So what I do is I obviously distract myself on the tasks. I do the tasks and I try doing time management by doing all the tasks that I want to do and keeping small gaps in between, which allows me to do whatever I want. So for example, if I want to take a shower, I can quickly go take a shower and then I'm back on track again to do the task I was doing earlier. Or else I can just go for a quick walk or go out, like do something that just excites me, and then I'm back normal, which fights laziness. So honestly I do not have worry about being lazy. My fifth struggle was summer heat, because I started this challenge when it was like super hot. So I took precautions by not letting myself work in the peak hours, because that's when it gets the most hot. I tried to take shower during that time. So what I do is I wake up early and I try to complete my tasks that require me to pay a lot of attention, and I just complete them in the morning itself, so that when it is peak hour I allow myself to eat something that is like cold, so that I can not overheat, maybe go for a shower, so eventually I will just relax and I have time back, and I'll have time to get back on the track. That's how I took advantage of waking up at 5 a.m. and making my day a very productive. Now I have some questions on my laptop and I'm gonna be reading all the questions and answering them as well. Alright, somebody asked how I start my mornings usually. I implemented some quick habits that only like personally work for me, but I think that it does work for anybody else who's trying to wake up early as well, which is I do not use my phone before going to sleep, and after waking up, using phone before going to sleep will actually just distract your brain and make it think that it's still day, because of which you won't be able to fall asleep. So try not to use phone at night before going to sleep, at least for an hour or so. And then in the morning I just don't use phone, because like if you woke up early, why are you using phone? It's wasted time, right? And the second thing I do is when my alarm rings, I just wake up from my bed and then just get off my bed. Like I think that my bed is my enemy at that time, so I just immediately wake up and it just helps. And then I immediately go to the washroom or something, because I know that I have to pray Fajr, so I can do wudu that time. And when water touches your hands and face, you actually wake up, because it's kind of chilly in the morning. But since it was summer, it was still like slightly chilly because you just woke up. Other than that, it just became normal immediately. So after praying, I will go and start doing my bed. I'll hydrate myself, I'll check my to-do list, and I will try my best to do something that is a physical activity. So probably gonna walk, do a workout, I'll start dancing, like dead dancing. I'll just do something that excites me and pulls in all the energy I need for the day. After I do my physical activities, I try to do my meditations, because it doesn't make me sleepy or go back to bed because I'm already awake. And then if I'm feeling like more emotions, like a lot of emotions, I then journal as well, because it helps a lot. And journaling in the morning itself is the best feeling ever, because I can just empty my mind, whatever is on my mind, and start the new fresh day. After I'm done with my morning rituals, I just go make my breakfast, and during this time I'm just doing whatever I want. I'm enjoying the day, I'm dancing and cooking, whatever. It makes me active, it makes me excited for the day, and that's how I actually start my mornings. This way is the best way I can just say, because there is no other way. If you actually just don't make yourself active, you will actually fall back asleep. Experienced person here talking. Alright, so the next question is how to be able to wake up at 5 a.m. The best way to wake up at 5 a.m. is to sleep early, because that's how it works. Now it depends on you how many hours of sleep you need, so you can actually go back to sleep at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Depends on you. During that time, you're not allowed to use your phone before you go to sleep, at least for an hour before you go to sleep. The next thing you will do is that you will keep your phone really far from you, but also in a distance that you can actually hear the alarm when it rings. The benefit of this is that you have to get off your bed to take the phone, which pushes you to now go back into your bed, since you are already out of it. This is one way to do it. I did it, but sometimes I was not able to hear the alarm because I was in deep sleep. So what I did was put it near me, and then when it did ring, I just threw myself out of the bed. That's the best way to make it work. And the last and most important thing you need to do, which is to prepare your mind for sleeping. If you feel like this is not calm, you can journal and pray, which really helps you to calm yourself down. And then eventually you'll be able to fall asleep, because you're not using phone and you're just slowly falling into the sleep. The next question is, how do I deal with the sleepiness? As I mentioned earlier, that I did struggle with waking up because I was super sleepy throughout the day as well. What I did to overcome this was take power naps. Now power naps are naps that are like for short period of time, and you can take multiple of them throughout the day. So this helps a lot, because it's preparing you for the day and also completing your sleep goals. You can of course reduce these as well eventually once you actually wake up early every day. My next important tip is to not be on your bed mostly and after you wake up, because if you're awake and then you're still on your bed, you will of course fall asleep. So try not to go on your bed after that. Just forget you have a bed and go throughout your day, and you will not have to worry about anything. The next question is, how do I deal with the tiredness? Now this is something I struggle with as well, and the only answer I can give you is to hydrate and keep yourself busy. I have another question, that is, how can I make waking up early fun? By romanticizing your life. Honestly, like, you can't believe that every day is a mundane day. You have to make it exciting. Now this is my personal favorite thing, and that is I make my day really productive, but then I also add some quirks of my personality in the day, and that's by waking up early, doing the tasks I need to do. I will try my best to complete the tasks before the evening. I every day have a movie night. Movie nights are my favorite, and the fact that I was able to complete all of my tasks on time and then also have a movie night is really amazing. And it felt like there was no pressure throughout the day, if that makes sense. Like, as I said, romanticize your life is gonna help you a lot, and this is how I made my days fun and not get bored of waking up at 5 a.m. The next question is, any book recommendations for waking up early? There are some books I did read, and the main book I recommend is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Alright, the last question is, are early risers more successful? This actually depends on what type of person you are, because some people just don't function properly in the morning. And the other thing is that if you wake up early as well, if you are not using the time, what is the point of being more productive or successful? So it truly depends on you whether you become successful or not. In hindsight, if you think about it, it is not really necessary that you can only become successful if you wake up early, because trust me, there are people who wake up late but their most productive time is at night. I used to be like this. My nights were the most productive times, and then eventually I pushed myself to become a morning person. Alright you guys, this is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any more questions, you can just comment them below and I'll try my best to answer all of them, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.